So, Oolong Owl,
Hi.
welcome to Floating Nifty Podcast.
Yeah, long time no see.
I know, so I'm seriously excited to have you here because I haven't seen you for more than 2 years.
Yeah.
All the good old times that sometimes I just think about, oh, you might like this tea.
Oh, good.
Or something like that when I receive a new tea, I was like, I think Oolong Owl would like this. So maybe to just let people know, we know you as Oolong Owl.
Yeah.
And you are very dedicated in a tea blog.
Mm-hmm.
How long have you been doing that?
I started in January of 2012, so...
Oh, you even know which month?
Yeah, January 2012. It's getting pretty, long term now.
2012?
Yeah, 2012.
And you as far as I know, you publish one post a week?
At least one post per week. I think during COVID, I'm starting to slow down because
Really?
stuff's getting so busy somehow with COVID. Especially when...
For you?
Yeah. Because I guess everyone's online, so I do other stuff, I do a lot of ghostwriting for tea companies. I do social media for another one, so all of a sudden it's like everyone has descended on me during COVID.
Oh, good for you.
But I'm still keeping it afloat.
But there's you have my admiration. There's a lot of dedication. Because my blog died.
Oh no.
I don't even remember which year my blog just seemed like that. So I just can't, some people, they will do 1 or 2 a week. I was like, wow, that's a lot of writing,
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
It just becomes a routine, so I just, every other week I'll drink a whole bunch of tea. The other week I'll edit and write down a bunch of stuff and then just post and schedule. So it's just, and I'll have a backlog of a month. So if I feel sick or I'm going out of town, when I used to be able to go to town, I'd have everything ready.
Yeah. But it's really interesting to see how during this pandemic time that I will imagine that of course you'll be drinking a lot of tea at home, but I will not assume that you will be actually busier. Because I will imagine that, oh wow, Oolong Owl can go to a lot of tea conventions because you used to go to all sorts of tea conventions, and then now maybe your life is quieter, but in exchange, in the opposite, it's busier because you are doing a lot of writing for online
because
content.
everyone had to move online during the pandemic, so
yeah, us too. So before we start, any requests on tea?
Oh, I'm curious what you have ready. I'm really curious.
Do you mean you have a request?
No, I don't have a request. Just
I fail every single time. I always ask people if they have requests. They always make me decide.
Well, I don't know if you have a plan for me. So
sometimes. But we'll just chit chat a little bit, and then maybe I will just start with our charcoal roasted dongding, just to warm our body and our souls up a little bit before we maybe after this tea you will think of maybe something you are curious about or something. Since we are so big on dongding and your title is actually Oolong Owl, I thought, well, we got to somehow drink a dongding, right? I hope nobody have objection.
Nope.
Oh. I did purchase your 8 roast, but I haven't got into it yet.
What?
You wait for that thing, the stars align to drink that kind of tea like that.
Like the Saturn, Mercury is not doing their weird stuff.
Yeah, not I have an hour to drink tea before it's too late for me to drink tea.
Yeah, after you drink it, let us know what you think. Yeah. That tea, for a while, it was so beautiful, big and beautiful. And then there was a month or 2 of time. It's really rough on me. I was like, oh god, I'm afraid of this tea.
I did have a laugh. You're like, yeah, my 8 roast? What's next? The 16 roast? You're just gonna keep doubling it?
We'll just have to ask teachers. Yeah, just do a 25 roast.
You can layer it like those butter pastry baking. Just keep folding it and re-roasting it.
I didn't think about that, but we had the 4 roast before, and then it's
Yeah.
the 8 roast.
Oh, and then like 16.
Yeah, 16, 32,
16.
64, 128 roast,
You might need to do those.
256 roast.
The tea might be dead, but you become a, what is that,
Zombie tea. Undead tea.
No, just what is that? Become into like would become into a
Charcoal,
charcoal.
actually.
That would be funny. Here you go.
Oh yeah, I missed during the pandemics people brewing tea for me.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, because I have to brew everything myself.
Oh, because your husband doesn't drink tea.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah.
drink tea.
He doesn't.
Yeah, more for me.
But still, though, it does show the difference, right? When people brew tea for you, right?
Mm-hmm.
I actually feel a form of enjoyment and relaxation. It's oh great, somebody else is brewing tea for me.
Yeah, that's something I do miss because I really enjoy going to the conventions and the festivals and traveling, and it's
Yeah, right?
I were doing like a multi-day tea convention, and it's like when you get home, it's like I have to brew tea for myself. What is this? I never had to pour a cup at all for days.
Also, what is the best is like if you guys have the same tea and when another person brews it, it shows differently. Then it's like a new way to look into the same tea, or it's like something that like for example I can learn too, to like, oh wow, how come that person can call out that specific part of the tea while I do the other part of the tea, and for me that's very interesting. Therefore I really like drinking other people's tea, but I don't get that much chance either. Pretty much it's just Noah. And so I drink his tea, he drink my tea, and etc. etc. So, also we should look at this beautiful owl on the table. You
Crochet. This is a crochet. Yeah, during the just before the pandemic, I got really back into more fiber art stuff because I also knit, and I learned to make yarn on a spinning wheel. So I have, you take sheep fleece and turn it into the actual yarn. And I acquired very hairy Angora rabbits with 6-inch long hair, and I have 2 of them now. And yeah,
So
Wait, does that mean...
you take their hair?
Yeah,
No
I
way.
shaved one yesterday. Actually, there probably might be fuzz in my hair still.
That's so awesome.
Oh, so you make yarn out of the rabbit's
Yeah.
fur?
Yeah.
Is that like something that has been done?
Yeah.
So people use rabbits for the
fur,
Oh,
yeah.
whoa.
And it's really warm. Like when you make the yarn from it, you can actually, I feel my hands sweating. And I feel so bad for I have a giant Angora, so he's big rabbit.
I saw a picture of him the other day.
Yeah,
He's
and-
really cute.
And I'm just like, oh, you had all this on you. It's so warm. And after I shave her, she's so excited and she's running around. She's like, oh, this is cool now.
Summertime freedom.
Yeah.
Wow, that's so awesome to do like, like those things for me is like so traditional, old school, make your own fabric, that kind of stuff.
And it's back to, and you need a lot of patience because you're going another step further into making the thing to make something else.
That's really cool. If I had some land, I'd raise some rabbits for you.
Just go catch some. There's so many.
So many of them.
In our city right now, they're just hopping around, really cute. Yeah, so we'll do 2 cups. Today, this is your drinking cup. And then there's the 蚊香杯.
Drinking cup and
Smelling cup.
Smelling cup.
oh,
Fragrance cup.
Fragrance cup. I used to where you have the 2 and you flip it over.
Oh, I don't do flipping anymore.
And it's like,
And also, I really enjoy doing the fragrance cup in this form of a cup rather than the
tube.
The tube. Yeah, the bouquet feels. I mean, later you'll smell it. We can talk about it actually.
I'm gonna watch you do it.
So I smell the surface, and then I pour it in here. And then just smell it. You see, it feels the scent is very easy to come up. and feels more open.
And it has more scent keeps coming out.
Yeah. And I think with the tall slender one, that's more concentrated, but you got to go in with this kind of cup. I actually later we can do that. I actually like to move in different spots and to see the different shape and different smell in the scent. Yeah.
Oh, that's
Let's keep going, huh?
yeah, that's nice. That's a nice way to do that.
Yeah. Actually, supposedly, our tea rose master invented this shape of a fragrance cup.
Oh.
And, well, that teacher can be a little bit too funny sometimes for me. I actually asked him why he had a fragrance cup this wide.
So just for the people listening at home, it's like a flanged bell shape instead of a
Yeah.
cylinder shape.
It's instead of the I call it tall
It's like an inch and a
shape.
half wide
It's
at
like
the
almost
top.
tulip, I guess.
Yeah, like
I
a
think the
tulip,
yeah.
Yeah, and I asked him like, "Hey, teacher, why is your fragrance cup kind of on the wider side?" Sorry, no offense to people, and don't get angry.
Whereas I think normal fragrance cup, it's like a shot glass.
Yeah, it's like a little
Thin.
thin cylinder.
Yeah, he said, "Well, I drink tea with white people, and I think it's easier for them because their nose is bigger." I think that's what he said, and I was like, "What?"
So the nose can fit inside the cup.
Okay, so awkward, right?
I remember we used to have tea in groups at the class. I remember you would smell everyone else's cup because they all smelled differently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was really weird. I'm like, what? How is that different? And
Isn't
yeah, it's
that
like
weird? I still love to do that. I mean, right now, no, because that's why I actually also give you 2 cups now, so that I don't touch your drinking cup after this.
Oh, yeah.
I would just touch your fragrance cup.
Yeah, that's what they with COVID. It's like, yeah, tea is a lot harder to do. Like,
I know.
I can go to my knitting groups because we aren't eating. We could just sit there and knit,
Yeah.
and it's fine.
Yeah.
And knitting stuff still going on, like conventions and or festivals. But yeah, not
tea, right?
Not tea.
Yeah,
Everything got
we
canceled.
cancel this year's again. 2022.
I mean, the big
2022.
industry festival was on last year. I didn't feel safe going because I had to fly to Vegas, and that was in October.
The tea convention?
Yeah, the big industry one, and I'm like, I don't feel safe going to that.
Last year?
Last year.
Whoa, how do they even pull that off?
Yeah, I don't know.
We have our tea colleagues, Sugimoto America. They do Japanese teas, and then they were in some sort of a coffee convention, but they can sell like matcha to the coffee people and stuff. And then they say it's really hard to do a convention.
Like
as
lots
a
of
vendor.
regulations around. Like you have to sign things if you're gonna take a drink of something.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
something like
Yeah.
that. And then they were like, "Dang, that's really painful. A lot of work for people to even take a cup and sample." Yeah. Yeah. So they are still doing also convention. They are starting to do conventions too. We don't.
Yeah, and I liked when you can go and you have an actual cup, not like plastic or paper cups at every single tea vendor. Like you really lose a lot of the tea in paper cups, and it's
Yeah.
just so much waste. It's
Also,
just,
it tastes.
Yeah, it tastes
bad. Yeah. The paper cup has stuff inside.
Yeah, tea and paper cups is reserved for when you're at the airport and you have no other way. You have to borrow a paper cup from Starbucks. You ever do that?
I did.
So can I get some hot water?
I always volunteer to pay them though.
Yeah, you got to, but
yeah, sometimes they'll just take your thermos and fill it. Other
Yeah,
times they're
yeah.
like,
Yeah.
here's a paper cup, and it's like, oh.
Yeah.
But I get it now for sure. They don't want to touch my thermos.
But in the Taipei airport, I remember I asked for hot water, and then they're just like, we don't charge you this. I said, it's okay, just charge me for a cup of tea, and we can't. So it's okay.
yeah, so sometimes you get, if you want them to charge you, just have to pay for a cup of tea. And
Yeah.
say, leave the tea bag on the side, please.
Yeah, I always do that. I just say, just give me a tea bag then. I
can't remember where I
Don't put
was.
it in there. Don't put it in there.
I can't remember what airport or something it was. They just had hot water, like just the spigot there, and I'm like, yes, that is the best.
Yeah, Taipei Airport
Yeah.
have that. But at that time, I didn't have a cup. So I have to go get a cup too.
Smells so sweet, actually.
Yeah, it's like sweet and nutty.
Yeah, this charcoal roast stone feels a little bit gentler. Yeah, but it's still a really. I mean, by looking at the color, it's still a very deep tea, you know. But there's that softness in there.
The first smell is like caramel.
Sweet.
It's
Yeah.
really sweet. It's floral and kind of greener last round. Yeah,
Nice.
still a lot of caramel.
Ooh, this one is strong.
Mm.
Oh.
I was thinking last cup, I'm like, you're brewing stronger than our amber. Is that just the tea today?
What is that?
The tea's stronger than usual, and I had tea with you 2 years ago.
After Noah came back from Taiwan on that trip, we have been jamming a lot of.
That's the way to do it.
Yeah, I have been putting a little bit. I still don't put as much leaves as Noah, which is for a raw style oolong. Like a lot of people in Taiwan actually put in about this much dry leaves. That's for me. It's like, I don't know, like 1/3 of the teapot. It's sometimes it can get a little bit still on the heavier side, like too much for me. So I try to find, but I used to do like one layer, and nowadays I like try to just add a little bit extra to try to get that really bold richness of
Yeah, I like when it's really bold.
Oh, good. Actually, generally speaking, even if a regular tea drinker or semi-regular tea drinker, I don't know how they form that habit of drinking tea fairly strong in Taiwan. Yeah, like actually, when we set up our tea fulfillment center with Sunny in Taiwan, she invited some of her friends to come over just to have a nice a celebration to say we are open and stuff, and then Noah was there to brew tea for them, and then they take a sip of tea and just try to be very polite and just say, I think you sound like you know what you are talking, but is that possible you can brew tea stronger? And then he add, like Noah later add more leaves in there and he brew it for them and everything. Oh, now that's a good tea. That's a very good tea.
Smell again.
And charcoal teachers place they put a lot of leaves in there when they are like tasting tea. Just on their own to get to know a tea, or maybe to know a tea to see how to roast it, or to know a tea to see who might like it. So they taste all their teas regularly. They say you got to know your products to be able to fit it to a certain customers. Yeah, and so there's like no menu there. There's no menu. Everything is in his head, and then the teacher will just like depends on who is there, and then he will just tell the assistants that which tea to brew, and then he will watch people and then like almost curate a session in his own mind for people. Yeah,
It's like omakase. like the Japanese chef
Omakase,
thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
It is. It really
Yeah.
is.
Yeah. Unless you walk in and then you like. Well, remember when I met him for the first time, of course that they didn't know where I was at and who am I as a tea drinker. So they opened with a light tea, and I said that's very good, very soft, but not it. And then so they started to do dongding, charcoal dongding. I remember, and I said that's it. That's what I'm looking for. And then so they from that on they start to get to know me a little bit, and then with time, then of course he will try to see, because I think sometimes it's also not fun, right, as a teacher to just feed the student what the student likes that all the time. Once in a while he will mention that you like heavier teas. Say, yeah. Like things like that. But I remember there was a year he started to like take out Hong Shui for me. And I drank the Hong Shui. I was like, no entiendo, man. I don't understand. Why? I mean, it's okay.
It's okay.
Yeah, I know, right? I was like, it's okay, and I asked him, and then he told me a reason why he liked the tea, and I was intrigued, but I couldn't understand it. I bought some anyway. It's because of what he said, and stuff, and then slowly, now I probably drink more. I probably drink Dongding and Hong Shui equally amount now. I used to drink like heavier roasted teas. Like I got to drink that every single day, and now I also have to drink a palava or at least a cup of Hong Shui every single day too.
Oh.
Yeah, so I'm like doing like, oh.
I drink a cup of Hong Shui every day. I don't have to drink all this other stuff. If I retire, there's teas, I have a list. That Hong Shui is one of them.
You love it, right?
Yeah, that's my favorite. But,
later we gotta drink a Hong Shui then.
Like I drink a lot of other weird stuff. Like I drink a lot of white tea, and I drink a lot of Fu Brick lately.
A lot of what?
Fu Brick, Fujian, the goldy molded stuff. The real dirty stuff. I like it though. It's like, oh.
The more the better.
Oh yeah. I don't know if it's catching on. I think it's still a way too scary of a tea. It's like a lot of HA. It's kind of like, oh, what is this?
I don't know. After 3 parts of a oolong tea, I'm not sure if I have more space for other teas. And sometimes I'm like try to like figure out and incorporate to drink more style of teas in my daily practice. But I practice with in the morning. I practice with oolong, and then after lunch I drink Hong Shui. I used to drink only like Oriental Beauty and stuff, and now I drink Hong Shui, and then we'll brew another oolong, and then possibly a pu'er, and now it's like I can drink more tea. Like sometimes now it's like, okay, let's do one more. No.
I'm so seasonal too. Like I like Baozhong in the spring, in the summer, and in high mountain. But then I get around this time of year, it's like it's down to the dark teas now. It's like around the summer, I can't drink right pu'er. It's just way too warming. I'm more sensitive now, so like especially like feeling body hot or cold, I feel it right away now. And during the summer, like anything that was really warming, I just felt miserable drinking it.
I still drink roasted tea now. But pu'er, I understand. Like now it's like start to drink those heartier pu'er now for sure, and possibly also aged oolong tea. Just feels so right, you know. 有一点仙草哎。仙草。That dark, like some sort of a grass jelly in
yeah.
It's actually really yummy.
Oh yeah, it does.
Yeah. So I mostly have only had it in milk tea. Like I don't.
It's good.
Oh, I
right?
love it in milk
sometimes
tea.
I don't feel
Do
like
you
boba. I look at the grass jelly.
Oh, totally.
sometimes.
That's my favorite, actually. I like
Yeah.
the grass jelly and the milk tea.
Cannot be unsmelt now. I can only smell it.
So good. This one still continue to change. This charcoal dongding, we had it for a few months now. This is our new batch of charcoal dongding. I don't think you have this tea. And when it first came in, it felt like on the lighter side. And now there's that softness and yet that really really rich. Yeah. It's the timer for our tea roasting.
Oh, tea roasting timer.
Yeah. Our house oolong is fairly popular, so we just have to keep it
Yeah.
going all the time. And now the house oolong is actually getting really really rich. Yeah.
Or sometimes you would have a different base.
Now we just use a 四季春.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And then we get it richer. Yeah. Yeah, it's good.
Haunted by the spirit of tea. Yeah. You want to smell the tea? It's gonna go for about an hour more.
Oh, wow. Oh, smells good.
It's good, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. We are actually, I'm actually really proud of the house oolong right now, and Noah have been roasting the teas, and he has a lot of patience. Let's put it that way. While Miss Tai,
And it sounds like when you just crank the heat and make it go faster. It's gonna burn it.
and then he will actually go in very often to smell the tea and stuff. So now last time we actually just drank it in the pocket. So I was like, dang, that's a really good tea.
I can't remember how many years ago was it, and I was impatient and I wanted to try out roasting, and I had I do a lot of sous vide cooking, and there's like this blowtorch thing you can get that you'd blowtorch your meat after, and I'm like, let's just throw this on some tinfoil and blowtorch the oolong, and it just
oolong?
caught fire.
Oh wow! What a
So it
mess.
was not roasted. It was like
Burned.
It was top half burnt, half green.
Roasting is crazy.
Yeah, roasting is actually, I was thinking about that this morning. It's an interesting word for it because it's more like drying than it is like roasting.
Yeah.
Like the temperature that you roast like a steak at would incinerate the oolong tea. It's like roasting wood, you know? It's like putting wood on a hot fire.
Is there
Yeah.
like a temperature that you have it at? Or is it...
With these, I'm using electric roasters, but they're like super not
Accurate.
Yeah. So, somewhere around boiling temperature, like
Okay,
about
so like
100
100
C, 120 C maybe.
Yeah. So what we do is when we turn on the basket before the tea, and we just let it get on a little bit, and then we use our face to sense the temperature and see where it's spreading. And see, and then those two, we have, yes, you can tell we have two roasters, and the two fires is different.
Yeah, the two, even though
Yeah.
they're both like the same shape of electric element, one of them is like kind of spreads everywhere and is a little
Yeah.
bit hard to control, and the other one is like
Yeah.
a little bit
in
more
the mid-
contained.
Yeah.
And I imagine over time they change too, right?
Yeah, they do.
True.
They do.
True. Yeah.
But I roasted our Dongding red oolong, re-roasted that tea, and I roasted the dark roasted Taiwanese, also re-roasted it. So I've been having a lot of fun roasting some of the teas.
Yeah, just to touch it up and bring it back into a center again. It's been really good. Really good.
And if I have patience, I have one of those like cup warmers with so it's just essentially like a small hot plate.
Yeah.
And I just throw the tea on that to kind of
Yeah.
get the
Yeah,
liquid
you
out of
can
it.
push some moisture out that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, do it that way too. It's really
Don't forget it though, because I burnt it one time. So I leave it on there for like an hour and a half.
Oh, I love how this tea is changing. Now it's more herbal.
Like citrusy almost.
Yeah. But the sweetness have maintained though. Like, nice. Ooh, very rich. But not super, in a way, I don't feel like it's super roasted, and yet very rich and soft.
You still got a bit of floralness in the after.
Yeah. And next, we should drink your favorite oolong.
Oh.
Hong Shui.
Yeah, I drank a lot of, because I think I bought a bag of Taman Hong Shui. I've drank through a lot of it.
Which one?
The Taman one.
Oh, Taman Shan Hong Shui, yeah.
That was one, I didn't like it at first. It's just way, I prefer teas that like uplift me and energize me, and this definitely just brings me to a real calm. And I didn't like it.
Too calm?
Too calm. Like, I could drink it and go to sleep, which I'm really sensitive to caffeine, too. So I was surprised. But then, I think the second or third attempt, I'm like, oh, this is really good. Like, it's a different kind of calm, almost. It's not like a depressive calm like I get from green tea. It's like a real meditative, anti-anxiety calm. So,
good.
So that went really good during 2020.
Excellent. That Taman Shan Hong Shui, there's a group of people like going crazy on that tea, and just like at first it was like not my favorite of Hong Shui that I carry here, because it's not as fine, I would say. Yeah, but I think there's that specific taste and the effect that it has on people. Some people are just like. Are you gonna carry that tea ever again?
Yeah, it's addictive for sure. Like, I remember the Lala Shan, and that one's really good, and that was almost addictive, but then the Taman, it's like, oh.
Well, then let's have the sister tea, Lala Shan. And I don't think you have this new crop.
Oh, don't. I think the last one I got from you was the Lo Shan one, I think. Yeah, that one just, you can taste expertise in it, but it doesn't have that, like, the junky effect of Taman.
You have the previous crop of Lala Shan, and I'm not sure if you remember how the leaves look like. And now look at this new Lala Shan. It's like, it looks kind of ghetto.
Yeah, there's more just a big stick coming out. Especially that big stick.
Huh? A lot of like rough leaves, more loose.
Yeah, it's not as tightly rolled.
Yeah, and then when I first opened the bag and I look at it, I said, oh shoot. What happened to the tea? And then it's kind of actually light and yet really big. So first time when I brewed the tea, first time, I didn't put enough leaves in there. And I drank it. I was like, oh my goodness, there's nothing happening in this tea.
Oh.
And then I changed the brewing, and I was like, I can dig this. And now I'm super addicted to this tea. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
See if I can get you addicted too. I know. Look at the huge tea stem. Maybe we can ask him if he's doing any Taman Shan tea. You go from Lala Shan and just like drive a little bit more up, there's Taman Shan.
Oh.
So the farmer owned a field in Lala Shan, and he just drive up, and then he owned another field in Taman Shan. Yeah, it's actually it's pretty much the same place. Okay. Yeah, somehow it got divided into two names.
Oh, you know, it might be kind of fun to drink today. That Taman Shan Oolong.
Huang Tai Ho.
Huang Tai Ho.
You still have some?
I think so.
Oh, okay.
That could be really fun.
Dig it out.
Yeah,
so I can open it.
Yeah.
Because it's been...
it's really stale.
Yeah.
It's so stale!
I just like spit out my saliva. Why do you have to say that? Let's give Oolong Owl some very stale tea today.
But it's really good. It's worth drinking stale.
Rough old tea and stale tea. That's what you get.
I have to come around more often, eh? That's what it is.
No, but we don't see people for a long time. It's kind of weird.
Hopefully 2020 is normal. 2022 is normal.
I just keep doing this. The only thing, I mean, sometimes life can be pretty rough, like the amount of cooking with my working schedule and the amount of cooking that we have to put into because we don't eat out anymore, almost rarely. And sometimes it feels like a little bit draining, but still overall, I'm lucky, still healthy, still have business to do, still have tea to drink. No complaints, right?
That's processed like high mountain oolong, but from Taman.
Taman-san.
Oh.
Let me see if I can. Oh, I haven't drank the tea for a long time. See if I can.
Oh yeah, it smells like a bag.
Tell you it's stale, man. Oh, 怎么变这么暗啊?
But it's worth drinking. It's one of those teas that's stale, but it's worth drinking stale.
Stale good tea.
Yeah, it's
No,
really good
I'll
tea.
open it.
Yeah, cool. Do you want your glazed pot?
Oh, okay. But do you have a pot you want me to do?
No, whatever pot you want to do. Just how you might want to open it in this pot.
老师有看到。
Whatever you want to do. I would actually, if it was me, I'd probably brew it in a Gaiwan just because I don't know
Okay, I'll do it in a Gaiwan.
with that tea.
But just my Gaiwan skill with this is that you drink half and I waste half of it.
I think it's the potter in Belgium, like Ingie Nelson.
Eh.
I got one of her Gaiwans, and I don't know what's up with it, but I have very little waste come out through it.
Oh, nice.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I should
I
get
don't
one
know.
of
It's
that.
like, I guess like if you have a really skilledly made Gaiwan, it's really good.
Nice.
But do you pour it in a sharing picture?
I don't have to, but sometimes I do.
You just run it through the cups and you never waste it?
Yeah, like I definitely am in the filter crowd because it looks nicer for pictures if I don't have stuff floating on it, and I don't have to filter with it. There's like very little bits and bobs come out. It's really interesting because I guess she also has it like crafted for your hand to make sure it pours really nice. But yeah, a $70 Gaiwan.
Do you have a picture of it on your
Yeah,
IG?
yeah, it's pink actually. She
Cool.
glazed
Oh,
it
pink. We like
pink
pink
purple.
one.
Yeah.
Kind of like some kind of thick porcelain.
So I always treated Gaiwans. It's a cheap tea instrument. I use it for because it's neutral. It doesn't matter if I break it. But then we use a nice Gaiwan. It's like, oh, this is a legit.
That's a specific glazing.
Yeah.
But I forgot the name.
And I know there's some stuff to get that kind of color to make it food safe. There's a whole process or a bit of research involved in it. Because, a lot of stuff that's pink could not be very good for you.
Oh, interesting.
But,
Yeah, because let's say lead can add colors.
Oh.
So a lot of porcelain glazing stuff possibly have lead inside. That's why they have concern.
Yeah.
Here you go. Lala Shan Hong Shui, the new crop.
oh.
Nice.
Oh, I just feel like my body just went like, yes.
Excellent.
That like kind of tingle. I know you're addicted.
So now smell this. A little bit more
Mr. Stale.
moisture. So we have the tea for 2 years now.
At least. Maybe more than that.
And in a just tiny little bit of open bag.
It's a little funky.
Yeah, so I'll try to dry it out just a little bit before we drink it. Cool. And sometimes to do double work is make my brain a little bit crazy.
I'll change the energy.
I'll change the smell completely. That would not be good.
I do have a tin of tea that I've collected for many years now, and it's just like oolongs I didn't like. stuff that's just random, and it just all poured into one tin.
Ooh.
And I'm gonna roast it one day. Not by blowtorch again, but it's gonna be this Franken terror.
That weird.
Franken tea.
Yeah, I could sell it for
$5.
owl roasted reject Franken.
Sell it on Halloween.
Yeah. Frankenstein.
Because I have people that like your dust off your pu'er cakes, and people save those and put them in a Franken tin. I used to do that, but that's just too much work. But the oolongs, that's easy. It's like, I don't like this. Just dump it in the tin.
Do people sell that too? Because I have some.
They might, depending.
Anybody, if you have a take on that, just after you listen to the podcast, just message me.
We'll make you Franken tea as much as you want.
We have tons of Franken tea.
Frankfurter. No,
Frankfurter?
Frankenstein. Franken tea.
I've done that a few times on my blog I think it was April Fool's Day. I've taken a leaf of each of, I think my last one was white tea. I took a leaf of each of my white teas and brewed it together.
What did it taste like?
It was really bizarre.
Franken tea?
Because I have stuff from 1980s, and I had stuff that was fresh.
Oh.
So it was real weird.
Super.
I think I did Chopor a lot. No, I did white tea and Chopor. Chopor is actually really good.
Maybe you are lucky that time.
Yummy.
Yummy. Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes that sound is like, I'm not sure.
That's
Not good.
nah, but that's probably pretty good.
Whoa, strong today.
Yeah.
What I did. I have a lot of energy today, I guess.
I think it's peppery almost.
Almost a bit meaty. Weird.
Or it's sweet in the cup.
Very fruity, huh?
Oh, yeah. Strong.
But so soft. And then see, can you feel it in the body immediately?
I feel like my cheekbones go into the ceiling, too. I drink this.
Last time, the previous guest also have this tea. What was I doing with my hands when the tea entered my body? I was like, oh.
Yeah, my ears are tingling.
It's good, huh?
Yeah, good.
Really, when I first have it, I was like, wow, it's kind of weak and stuff, but then when you start to feel it, it's actually quite a strong tea. Yeah.
But it's still soft.
Yeah, it's really softy. The way it's wom, wom, wom in the mouth is so much fun.
It's like a meatiness too.
Yeah. And see, after you pop, it just it feels like a lot of tea. I put a lot of tea, but the thing is, it's fluffier than before. So I'm not sure if I put more tea leaves than usual. But when when the tea is built this way, roll up this way, there is a danger of not putting enough tea. And when I don't put enough leaves on this tea, it feels in a way boring. Yeah, but when you put the right amount, it's wow, yeah. That is good.
It's erupting like a volcano.
Try to push it back. Also, for me, it has a dry wine feeling. But sometimes when I say that, I think people take it as it has a dry wine taste. It's the feeling of a dry red wine. Yeah.
It's like the astringency. But it's not like a lot of people don't like that, but it's really like, it's just like a little bit of a gritty, grippy stickiness in your mouth, and it just keeps all the flavors coming
back, right? And then have that sensation. Grippy.
Grippy. You're the second person that said that on the podcast.
Oh.
And before that, I
Grippy.
never heard anyone say that before. It's a great word.
Yeah, he said it on the Dongding.
Yeah, Chris said that. Yeah.
Grippy. I like that.
In contrast to bad astringency, where you could feel like your gum was dangling in between your teeth. Like, that one's bad.
That is funny. We should have like the thing that just keep moving a short time. GIF. We should do a grippy oolong tea and the dangling gum. GIF. It will be super fun. How do you make a gum dance though? In a bad way. It might have to be a...
Yeah, work on your faces, you know.
It might have to be a what is that? Drawing. Comics.
A certain tea will do it, but I don't want to insult someone's tea.
Yeah,
Or certain style tea.
Don't name anything here. Besides floating with tea.
None of your teas do that.
Thank you. But our tea does grip though, so that's good. This one might be super strong because I was too excited with the GIF.
Maybe if you had your Yunnan black and boiled it on the stove for 3 hours? I don't know. Does that one go bitter?
Yunnan black?
Gold?
Or one of your black teas?
Yunnan black? Probably not. Yunnan gold. Ours is an old tree, so thumbs up.
We could probably dig out some samples though. Again, no names, but we could dig out some gum dangling samples.
Gum dangling tea. Have a sticker. And then gripping tea.
I like this style of... Because it's easier to hold. I really like these cups. They're easy to hold. They don't fall out of my hands. And if you get really like energetic, you can still on it for...
You can still hold on it.
And with like as an aroma cup, you can still hold on. It's not like narrow and...
And just like slip out of your hand.
Yeah, or if you're starting to get arthritic hands, like I'm starting again, it's like, oh,
What?
too much knitting.
Oh, really?
Yeah, too much typing.
Oh.
But if you pull the cup, you try pulling the cup a little bit further away from your nose, you can also smell because it pushes out so far. There's like different levels of like still like underneath so it can rise, but down around your chin. Yeah.
When it's hot, we'll do it on the next cup. What did the teacher say? When it's empty like this and you go very close, you are smelling the varietal and the processing and the cleanness or dirtiness in opposite of the tea. And when you are in the middle, what are you doing? You are smelling the shape.
I think he said something about you're smelling the overall feeling of the tea, and then you...
Overall, and then this you smell how far the tea, because some tea wouldn't go this far actually. Yeah, it will just stay here. So when you pour this down, it wouldn't come up at you. So this you kind of see the more complexity teas in a different shape. Then because if it can do that, that means in the body, then it equally capable of doing other things too. So maybe next cup will get it hotter, and then you'll be able to see that. It's really fun. Like he did a drawing on on the shape of a scent. Yeah,
Oh, that was a really fruity steeping.
I know, right? So
I kind of wish gummy bears taste like as an adult. When it's not too sweet. It's fruity. It's nice.
ooh, peppery. Yeah. Almost spicy. Taman, Shan. Lala, Shan. Those areas have wonderful names for their Shan. Lala, Shan. Taman, Shan. All those doesn't sound like Chinese.
I think they're tribal names, right?
Yeah, I think those are tribal.
I think, isn't it Amizu on the Lala-san at least?
I'm not sure if it's Ameju, but last time we drove up there, and then there was actually elections, like small local elections going on. And there's like small trucks with like flags and banners, and people are saying there, please choose number 2, please choose number 2, number 2 is right for you. And then those are tribal people.
Oh.
Yeah, for that area. So that's really nice.
It's really fun to be in Taiwan during election time. It's like very animated.
Yeah, and then like they have stages, and
Then, like some ladies with like 5-inch platform shoes go up and announce things, and there's someone that comes up and sings, and
dancing,
yeah,
music, more talk, more dancing.
That sounds way more fun.
It's really fun, and like even like small, really small local areas like have like, it wouldn't be like there's a Ballard representative. It'd be like there's like the east side of Market Street and down to Shil kind of area. It's like really small, like a matter of a few blocks, because there's a lot of people living there, right? There's apartment buildings and stuff, but then like there's like 2 possible representatives, and they'll have like big parties and like have like the stages and talk to people, and it's really cool.
Yeah,
And they'll go around, and the coolest thing, after the election's over, they go around and thank
the actual person
the actual
actually
people.
come out.
Oh.
Thank you for electing me.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Every door, he will wear his whatever
Sash,
number whatever.
They wear a
And then-
sash and go around and say
yeah,
thank
and
you
then
for
and then
electing
shake
me.
people's
Yeah, it's really
hands.
cool.
Yeah, and people are very in it in the elections too, and you will see like even like some random person have his bicycle, her bicycle, and he will put a flag on the bicycle just to support certain candidate. It's just like wow. And then like all sorts of cars, like taxi drivers are very into politics in Taiwan, and then they will develop into camps, and then like all the taxi drivers will have their own numbers too. To support. It's crazy there. And then you like step into a taxi, and they will just start talking to you.
How about politics immediately?
Yeah. They always talk to me, and I say something. I say, oh really? I've not been back for a while. Oh, where do you live? I said, America. Oh, anyway, that guy is an asshole. I just keep talking, which is actually really nice. Really nice to hear. Let's just keep talking to you.
Was this the Taman?
对. So I'll warm up all the cups and stuff. Do it a little bit hotter this time. See if we can capture the 3 different locations of the scent. It's really fun when you start to detect that.
And it's erupting. I thought it was fun to capture on camera.
Get back there. Here you go. But I didn't put a lot of leaves. I put the same layer as the dongding, and I would say dongding actually have more because it weighs more. And your owl has all sorts of how do you call those, pins?
Yeah, I was gonna go for the Boy Scout look. I have more pins, but I have to make a new sash.
Did you make those?
No, I think this was a random Etsy find. This Oolong one.
Did you make this?
That
one,
one's
right?
mine.
That's yours.
That's my
right?
drawing.
Yeah.
My friend gave me that one. These 2 are from. I know that's Mitsuba Matcha. That might be Mitsuba Matcha. There's a couple of these.
Cool.
And that one's a
We should
Kickstarter.
make some too,
You're so cute.
Yeah, but I love buttons. Enamel buttons are so much fun.
just to give it to people.
We should commission a Floaty the Floating Leaf.
floaty.
Have you seen him before?
No, I haven't seen.
I'll show you.
How about give her a GABA monster?
Oh, maybe you got one.
GABA monster.
Since you like GABA tea. GABA 红水.
So this is the GABA monster, and this is for Yunnan Gold,
Gold.
but it's Floaty the Floating Leaf.
Oh. Just Kong highs. Oh, that's really cute.
He loves to draw cartoons. And he's really quick at it. He just like
I'll show you is this
draw.
one.
That's our
That's
GABA monster.
And then Yunnan Gold. Shui the floating leaf.
Yeah, that's not hard to get as a pin. At least this type of pin is really easy. Enamel ones you can do too.
And if you're listening along at home, you're going to have to buy some Yunnan Gold and buy some GABA Oolong if you want to see the stickers. We'll send them to you.
Okay.
Or just ask for it.
Or just ask for it, yeah. We're not that mean.
Close enough. It's spicy.
Yeah, you smell the scent, right? And then this one, overall feeling.
Honey type.
And this one, it actually will actually reach to your.
Yeah, still get it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. That's so funny.
It's quite far away, right? And you can still get the scent. And if people don't believe in that, sometimes just use a random tea and see if the scent will come up or not. It won't come up.
I can almost get it down to there. It's almost like I can feel like the roast. I mean, it could be that too. I guess feel like a roast kind of scent. That could be the roaster. And I'm going way down here, but the honeyness kind of goes around here.
I find that the further you pull it away, the less notes are really available anymore. And it's more the texture that gets left over. There's like a fattiness. Like an animal fat kind of fattiness towards if you pull it further away. Although you can't smell much notes anymore.
Ooh, potent.
And in the appearance, it feels like the leaves are like older and tough, and yet somehow in the brewing there's so much to give from this tea. It will just keep going. Like this is number 4 infusion, I think, and there's no sign of it like, oh okay, I'm almost going down now. It just like still feels like pretty flavorful, rich and strong. So that part is actually really surprising.
Yeah, it's
for
like
me.
super potent.
Yeah.
Got like a lot left.
But if you look closely, the leaves, it kind of feel like it's like dry and like the leaves are older.
Yeah, there's a lot of smaller bits too.
And so I think the power of his tea field is it's super like wild grown organic, and so there's like a lot of the wonderful the plant itself just develop so much potency on its own, because it got to survive and fight the bugs and fight everything, and just like take all the nourishment from the dirt. The farmer doesn't use nutrients either. Yeah, just like you just go on your own, do your own business and stuff. And it's why like his Taman and Lala and Hong Shui, slowly when you drink the tea, you feel some sort of feelings. It's because of that. You are really taking in a lot of natural plant and earth energy. And you actually mentioned Losan Hong Shui, right? Like it just, you can see the wow, that's
the expertise almost like in how it was made.
That's what teacher says. Like that farmer, it's excellent, skillful farmer. Yeah.
Yay!
By request of Noah, will use a guy one.
Yay!
There we go. Now I won't have to worry about it. Alright. Oh, that smells better. There's a bit of fruitiness down deep in there.
Later we'll do the stew style. Play with the tea. It's fun. Still not all the way the heat. With this style, the heat is not as easy to drive inside. Charcoal heat will be much easier and faster. Also, this style burns my finger. Good that I don't have hair here anyway.
You have one of those where it's like a tube, like a bowl with a handle on it, and you pour it out. I got it from like the Northwest Tea Convention, one of the Japanese vendors.
Oh, that's right, from us.
Yeah, it was from you when you guys were bundled with on one of the
Shalakuti,
Yeah.
Tatsuo, our friend. Yeah. Do you use it?
Yeah, I chipped it though, but I still use it.
Oh,
It's like that hojicha maker,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
It's like a porcelain, almost like a pot. Like
Yeah.
a pot that you cook on, and then you can put tea inside and roast it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The first time I saw one was
so good though.
I saw one years ago before I knew better, and I should have sprung it. It was like Lynn's Ceramics was at one of the conventions, and they had one like that, and I should have bought it, and I didn't know better because I'm like, oh, that's really pretty. And just kind of floated her off, and I'm like not knowing. But yeah, the same kind of style.
Oh, Lynn's studio have that?
That's cool.
We can pick up a set when we go to Taiwan.
Oh yeah.
I can ask them in the store. Yeah. Tea roasting something. Yeah. They do make beautiful stuff.
That'd be out of like clay. I think it was out of clay, so that'd be
cool.
really nice to.
Now you see, just dry heat makes it really different. I mean, not really different, like a little bit different now.
It's sharper.
Yep.
I'm getting like a brain massage from the gobble. I'll try.
You are getting a brain massage?
Yeah, it's just like I always get like sinus feelings and head feelings when I drink some pretty potent teas.
Wow, that's so awesome. I want to feel that. Brain massage.
Or like ears tingling
Oh my.
in the back of the head. You know, like one of those like head massagers with all the wires?
Yeah.
Yeah, like kind of almost like that.
But like inside of your skull.
Yeah.
Wow. I want that.
I think we might be immune to it now because we drink so many potent teas every day, but we should just drink more of them, I'm telling you.
Yeah, I didn't drink tea for like 2 months during 2020.
What?
That's crazy.
And then going right back into tea, it's like crazy amount of like body effects after.
How do you function?
Yeah. I just like kind of weaned myself off because I was having surgery and I didn't want to have that caffeine hangover after.
Oh,
not
makes
having
sense. Yeah.
not be able to drink tea as much, so I weaned myself off, had surgery, recovered, and started drinking tea again. That's when you drink like something really crazy that just destroys your brain.
Wow.
I heard Michael Pollan talking about he did a caffeine book about mostly focused on coffee. But he said that he also took like a month off, and he said he like had a psychedelic experience the first time he drank coffee again. Sounds like the same as what you're talking about. I want to try that, but I also don't want to. I have
Stop
like
drinking tea.
I think I can maybe stop drinking tea for a month if I started drinking coffee, but that's the only way.
That's not the same.
Is this the Huang Tai Ho?
Huang Tai Ho.
I didn't remember it this dark.
Maybe it's changed.
Oh, it's oxidation? 2 years.
Oh, you said it was like a high mountain
Yeah,
with Taman Shan.
yeah.
But yeah, it's definitely, it's like
More.
peachy colored.
Yeah,
I guess it was yellowish before.
yeah.
Oh. Very, very fruity. It smells strong. Let's try in the cup. It's like biscuity too. I don't know, I'm getting like salivation. I don't know if that like is going to be a salivating tea or I just want to drink it now.
I see the scent is so fine and it's doing that weird things to your head too. Wow. Oh, still have that body.
Cool. It's like really peppery.
Nice.
And these are like broken bits in the bottom part of the tea.
It's stale at one point. you fixed it. I think my ears are popping.
Sorry, people. Sometimes I just don't know how to describe tea anymore.
Now I'm getting my brain massage.
Feels so good. Teacher called this tea the Empress tea.
That's like what the widow of the
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Been watching a lot of K-dramas lately. So
Okay,
I'm trying
yeah.
to brain anything with this like
K-drama?
Yeah, it's the widow of the emperor. She's
Yeah.
like still kind of in charge
she's
of
still
stuff.
alive.
Yeah.
Yeah, and very powerful. Some are very powerful. So what do you feel this form of Taman, Shan?
Oh yeah. Yeah, my ears are clicking. Like I'm going on a plane.
Pretty cool, huh?
I'll know if I fall asleep. The other one gets me like just so chill.
It's okay though, this is not GABA. The previous one is a GABA.
Surprising I saw on the internet that like at least I watch a lot of Japanese YouTubers and they're shoving GABA in everything, like GABA chocolates and GABA like instant noodles, and I'm like, what? Yeah, what are they doing?
They're also making the pearl boba
GABA boba.
That would be the ultimate.
into all sorts of food.
They put boba in everything.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah. So.
It's a fad. GABA everything. GABA rice. I've had GABA rice
Oh
before.
yeah, GABA rice. Been watching a lot of travel stuff because I can't go anywhere.
Yeah, we watch a lot of food channels. You know, like all the wonderful foods that people are doing. Oh yeah, I didn't finish my no complaint with the pandemic and stuff. But the only thing that I'm really craving is traveling.
That's what I find like that really re-inspires me with tea. 'Cause, like there's a lot of I write a lot. It's really easy to get burnt out, but traveling always just gets me like so hyped up after.
Yeah.
That's the one thing I really miss. That I don't even have to be going anywhere tea related. Just
somewhere, right?
yeah, I do my yearly cruise to Alaska with my dad, and that's enough just to sit there on the boat and drink tea and watch the otters and what you call it, icebergs float around.
Wow.
Like minty almost.
Yeah, right? That's some mint, right? Really refreshing.
Or it's like maybe like almost medicinal. Trying to kind of borders between mint and So get like a nice facial steam.
Tea facial therapy right here.
Oh wow! Like it's got the strong aroma that just kind of hits like going up that way.
Kind of feel juicy, huh? And really soft.
You gonna get more of this?
Not sure if it makes any.
Oh.
Yeah,
Yes, tea's long gone.
we can ask.
Yeah, we can ask about a new batch.
Yeah, if it's there's any Taman, Shan teas.
Just an interesting comparison, even. To...
Yeah, to the Hong Shui style, right? Yeah.
So I can smell it going up through my sinuses as I'm drinking it. It's so good.
Really beautiful tea.
And this must be stale?
Yeah, I know, right? Some good tea, like even the crumbling parts of it, it's still really satisfying. I save some crumbs nowadays, like the what is it, Loshan Hong Shui, the crumbling part. I have a friend. It's just he's brewing the iced tea style. He said it's so peachy, like oh, so good.
That's really expensive iced tea.
But it's the crumbling part, though.
I'll still drink it hot. It falls out, I'll just shove it back into the tea. It's too crummy.
I love this farmer's tea. It just sounds like new agey, but it really feels good. And it feels like, I think it makes a huge difference because I was there, even just that once, to meet him and to actually watch him cooking. He's very proud of his cooking skill. And he talked about his plants and stuff. As a tea farmer, he's actually really new to it. So he's like having other people to help him to processing tea and that kind of stuff. But just the joy that he has on the things that he's doing. And we were in the place, and just like there are some teas that actually will bring me to like see a mountain, and this is one of them too. It's like when I drink his tea, it bring me back to the place again. This one will not be by imagination because I was there. Some teas I was just like, oh, is that what Wuliang Shan looks like?
I thought it was the best when you drink tea. You would just like think of memories or like smells or things.
Yeah. He's a delightful farmer. What did he say about coffee? He's very into coffee too. What did he say about coffee and tea? We asked him. I think he said tea is like art, you know. It's the whole process is art
And tradition.
and all those good stuff, right? And I was like, how about coffee? He said, coffee is happiness.
And he just used the word happy. He said, in Chinese, he said coffee is, and then he just said happy.
And now I smell coffee for a brief 2 seconds. Is the tea roasting?
Probably.
Oh, wow, it's so weird. Sometimes I'll smell tea roasting for like 2 seconds too, even though we were not roasting tea. It's seriously weird phenomenon.
You smell it in your dreams.
Actually, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I didn't remember this tea is this like sweet and almost honey-like, almost like a guifei.
Oh yeah.
Guifei oolong.
I haven't had that in a long time.
Well, I guess all his tea is bug beaten tea though. He said, you know who get my tea leaves first? Bugs. And then it's me. It's just like seriously at natural growth, you look into the leaves, it's just a lot of leaves have it got beaten by the bugs and stuff.
This is what tea smells like when it comes fresh off the roaster.
Oh,
So good, huh?
kind of like I could go to like one of those like those dry pebbly saunas. I would like to do one of those in tea. Oh, yeah.
We should do that. Sauna with tea.
The ones where you like eat those big clay kibble bits and they're hot and you lay in it. You're like,
Oh, those are good.
but I get like that kind of warmth, but you got the nice roast smell added to it. I just zone out on that.
And we can pump in all different like 红水 oolong right now. Smell into the room. And the next one before we walk out, pump some 包种 oolong tea.
A good roasting room is really like that. Like if you have a separate room that's small enough that it contains the roasting really well, it'll heat up the entire room. Feels really nice and comfortable and warm, and then that tea smell is just like so permeates everything.
This tea is very rich after it gets stale. Also before it gets... I somehow remember this tea much lighter. I mean on the fragrant, like not light in the tea, light, brighter, more like typical high mountain oolong kind of feeling. Now it's super like honey, fruit.
Yeah, like very strong, like kind of peachy.
Yeah.
It's dark.
So weird.
And it's 2 years old?
Maybe 3 actually.
Maybe 3?
Yeah, I think maybe.
Oh, 3 is 2000...
2017 tea.
What?
4.
4.
Yeah.
2000... What?
2017 winter tea. 4 years old. Almost 4 years old.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Are you sure you give me the right bag?
What? Yeah, I'm sure.
Well, whatever tea it is, it's really good. And it was sale.
And it wasn't touched up in between.
Nah. Because we only have that bag. And then we turn around to want to buy more. It's already sold out. So cool to rediscover a tea.
I had one that was made of Jinshuan that kind of has a similar taste though. Made on his farm from Taman Shan.
Oh.
Yeah, it's just the flavor of his field has that really particular kind of rich fruitiness.
And I think it added fruitiness because it's like pretty much like semi-wild grown tea. So they do have bugs heavily attack. Just random bugs come chew anything, you know. And it will when you oxidize the tea, then it will have that effect. I think that more fruit kind of a sweetness to it. Also, it's actually quite fun to drink a tea that after a few 1, 2, 3 years or something, it felt like a different tea as what I remember it.
Well, like
Yeah.
it unintentionally aged.
Yeah, that we recently just dig out the iron case.
Oh, the Iron Cast Ding.
Don't they? I think it changed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I still got some of that.
Yeah.
You should open it up and give it a try. It's different.
Oh,
It tastes
okay.
different last time we
tastes
had it.
different.
It's
and
like,
it felt different.
I think it used to feel more like savory and
And then like
that
stronger,
kind of
like dong ding
aged
thingy.
kind of taste, right? But now it has this almost like vanilla sweetness to
Oh,
it.
interesting.
Both times we tried it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Both time I've tried twice after 1 or 2 years because I took the tea home and I forgot about it.
That's the best way.
Yeah. And lately I just I want to practice aged tea. Because I feel like aged tea is like pretty challenging to brew it correctly. And so I said, oh, how about that Dongding I haven't drank for a while? They will qualify as an HT, and then we try it. But first one I tried with charcoal, with light a charcoal to heat the water and stuff. And so I opened it for a long time. Excellent session. And then second time we did it in a podcast here, and I totally like just feel like, oh, I think the tea shifted into a new tea now. Aged new tea.
Aged new tea.
So cool.
Yeah, I still have like, what was it, the 2016 Red Peony?
Oh,
I remember because I kept watching your shelf and buying it. What was left?
Yeah.
I think I had that maybe like a month ago. It's so good.
Oh, we should slowly come back to not slowly. We should look into those kind of peony white tea again. Yeah.
So it's like really honey now from
I
the
bet.
time. And
especially it's more oxidized style, right?
Yeah. It's just sitting in the bag, sealed. I have multiple bags.
Nowadays with those teas, we might actually just go ahead and press it though, because those teas are so fluffy.
Yeah,
To
I
get
like,
5 pounds in is like
yeah, like I have a bag, like a couple bags in a bag, and it's like
so big, right?
So big.
Yeah. And now shipping is so expensive. I think I just need to press those teas. Should look for one and then get a friend to find somebody to do it like that. This other Yunnan white tea will be good. Here you go.
All right, go.
This one.
It's like cinnamony.
I just love how pretty it is. Like the scent. Like it's very fine. The line of the scent is really fine and just like flow into the nose.
It's like ugly duckling. Almost like, yeah, when we smelt it in the bag.
Yeah.
It's like a little funky, a little like paper, and then you're opening it up and it's still, you can smell like, yeah, a bit of funk, and now it's like
so pretty. Yeah.
Very high aroma, very fruity.
I'm about to make a lot of crinkling sounds, so forgive me.
I like some like bag crinkle ASMR. Yeah, you get the shaking of the leaves and the bamboo steamer. And...
Yeah. Good tea today. Somehow we ended up in Taman, Shan, Taiwan. We didn't plan on that. And that's why I love to drink tea with people, you know. It just keep moving on and see what happens. And I think that's one of the beautiful part of a tea session is you just want that flow to happen. Yeah, and when you like drink tea alone, it's more like, oh, okay, I finished this one, what next?
Yeah, like it's like open the Pumador or open, I feel like this, open it, whatever falls out is the tea today.
That's what you choose.
Or like something I haven't found like in a year, I don't know what it is, and I'm like, well, I wanted it, well, I guess it doesn't want to be found, so it doesn't want to be drank right now.
Yeah.
And when it falls out of the shelf later on in a year or two, that's the tea today.
That's the tea. Yeah. But seriously, it's so fun to see you again.
Yeah.
And to have tea with you. We used to like almost do it semi-weekly. You will come into our shop and we have like good sessions and stuff. And now with pandemic, it's like once every 2 years now.
Oh, not anymore.
Yeah. Just come in more often. We are actually currently planning. It might take us a while though to set up the news is not out yet, a tea truck.
Oh yeah. Tea truck.
And we can drink tea in a truck.
Oh, yeah.
And then you will be on the first top 10 people to be invited to drink tea in our tea truck.
Oh, yeah. Sounds like fun.
But we are very slow people. So you might need to wait for another 2 years. But before we go, do tell us where our listeners can read your fabulous blogging.
Oh, yeah. My blog is at oolongowl.com. I'm on Instagram, also under Oolong Owl, Twitter, Oolong Owl, Facebook.
Oolong Owl?
Oolong Owl. If you want to see my weird fiber art stuff, that's under Owl Spun.
Owl Spun.
Yeah, if you want to see like big hairy rabbits and yarn.
Awesome. And for those of you who are actually doing this, viewing this podcast rather than just just do the listening part of it, you will see on our image that there is actually a really wonderful crochet owl, and you make those. You make a lot of...
I design it and everything.
So check it out on her... do you have a website for that?
I have an Etsy you can find off my oolongowl.com website.
Yeah.
I occasionally put some up for sale, like the ones that I have made in excess.
Only occasionally?
Yeah, if I'm not too busy, I'll crank some out, but I'm always busy. So whenever I have time on the car, I'll make like a foot or a wing.
Yeah. So check out on the wonderful small Oolong Owl figures when you can get one. We actually plan to get one because I'm not sure if you take my son's order. He want a rainbow one.
Yeah, I remember the rainbow one.
So, because we would like to put a Oolong Owl on our table too.
Oh, it's so cool.
Yeah. Excellent tea session. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Yeah, we hope to see you in the next month. Here you go.
Like it'll take 2 years.